Here we are in Council Session 2 of Rise of Tiamat. This contains spoilers. If you're not running the game, go away. Behind me here is a map of Waterdeep that I got from Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Fold-out map, brilliant. I seem to remember I set up a map similar to this the first time I ran it. The characters arrive back in Waterdeep by travelling, and you can put encounters in along the way as you see fit, or you can just fade to black, fade up, and you're in the city of Waterdeep again. They enter the council hall, they're greeted with all the familiar faces, with one switch up. Lord Daggult Neverember is no longer sat front of house for the Lord's Alliance. It's a lady, Lady Laurel Silverhand. So looking at her card, I've learned that she's incredibly organised, friendly and accommodating. She collects beautiful shoes and dresses and wears them socially, even if they get dirty. If you can't remember what happened and what you did, look at the scorecard at the back and then you'll remember whether they did or didn't do the score-pointed items. Then have someone like Onthar Froome step forward and say, "Okay, please address the court and tell us what you have learnt." Now, if they talk about the Sea of Moving Ice, everyone except Onthar Froome is happy and pleased that the Arcane Brotherhood are now allies. Onthar will say something like, "The Arcane Brotherhood tolerate all kinds of wizards, even the dangerous kind, in equal favour. Who knows if they will turn against us later, but for now I'll take this as a win." He's kind of neutral about it, but not all that encouraged. As for their news on Varum the White, the Harper's faction and Taearn Hornblade both sort of agree he's not dead, is he? Have you killed him? He needs to be interrogated. And you can people don't remember what the voices you do, so just throw another voice. He should be dead. He deserves the afterlife. So you can just throw in different opinions, and I think you should always pepper each session with conflicting ideas to make the characters just not know what to do for the best, because there is no right answer, and whatever they do, there'll be someone who disagrees. Conrad Brawnanvil will say, "He needs to be tried by dwarven law and made an example of." As for the Emerald Enclave and Varum the White, it doesn't matter whether he was killed, captured, or not found. Either way, this will only bring the danger of his accomplices trying to break him free, or at worst, get revenge. Now, Delane Winterhand of the Emerald Enclave will address the room. "I've been involved in investigations about a recent attack in the Misty Forest. The land has been decimated, and this carnage against nature cannot stand. We must find the villains and slay them for this outrage." Delane, being a druid type, is up in arms about the forest damage. King Melendrak, around the side here, King Melendrak, arrogant king of the Misty Forest, with two sons, one Alagathas and one missing, called Nerenvain. King Melendrak will say, No, it's okay, I've increased patrols and strengthened positions." Delane, "Well, the adventurers should go see what they could find." Pushing the mission, they have to go to the Misty Forest and do some searching and clue finding. Who was responsible? Where did they go? What did they exactly do? So, murmuring in the court, "Yeah, good idea, maybe we should go and do something else." And then Elia steps forwards. Elia being a silver dragon in disguise. She rises and announces that the dragons, the metallic dragons, invite the party to talks in the mountains. Everyone seems to agree, if the metallic dragons want them there, they should go. All respect to the metallic dragons. Unless you want to have another few, there's no time for that, get to the forest. Elia will offer to fly them there in her dragon form for 2 days. They will then see the carnage beneath them, smoking villages, and really see the damage the cult is doing. If the adventurers choose the Misty Forest first, that's fine. I think at this point I lent them an airship. It just made it a bit of less of a headache for me. You arrive just outside the Misty Forest, you can't land the airship inside. Now, the actions of taking or killing Varum and rescuing Makath the Crimson and maybe getting the Horde from the iceberg has angered the cult. The cult has the word spread through them of the description of this party. Since they're spread all over the lands, pillaging, if any branch of the cult see people fitting their description, they're to wipe them out. not really giving them a second thought. Just stop the annoying bug. And any money they have, they can spend in the stores, resupply. Any further information could be asked at this stage, and then they choose whether to go with the dragons first or to the Misty Forest first. And there's really not that much else to add. Have a good game.